I see.
Sorry to make you worry like that.
Don't worry about me. Are you going to lead those two in, though?
Mills glaring daggers at us. Gee, I wonder why. Oh, poor Road.
There's one job you shouldn't take on. If something ends up happening, it's going to be serious. Besides, she looks like a crafter.
Hesitant, she glances at Rhegan as she spokes. Spokes? Wait, hang on. Speaks, okay. I just misread it.
And that girl, her vision and tracking are impossibly good.
Grr. Yeah. Rune's like, I'm not a bad person. Don't look at me like that. She totally thinks I'm inhuman. Though I guess I am. Yeah.
I don't think you can escape from either of them.
What voice did I give Rhegan selfing?
What's this now? Just assuming we'll stab him in the back. Can't tell whether she's being serious or sarcastic, but she's definitely not. She's definitely quite the interesting girl.
See, these girls, they know a doctor. And he's a pretty good one, too. What? I want to try to get him to give you a checkup.
Is that so? Okay.
Like what?
Does she have a lot of money or something? Still, a quick way to make a lot of money. Job that pays enough for a day to pass to Neo-Sasori for half a day's work? I think there is one.
No. There's mortician soil. Morticians? People are always buying that up.
So you can't do that on your own?
Yeah, I can't do it by myself. But you asked about the job with heavy lifting, right? One that needed 5 or 6 people's worth of labor.
Yes, I did.
I'm not sure what you meant by that. I won't ask, but I'll trust you for it. It's safe work and it pays pretty well. But it does need a lot of manual labor.
Is that so?
If you could do 5 or 6 men's worth of labor in a single day, then you could earn more than enough to buy a day pass.
Stop with the roundabout explanations and tell us what kind of work this job entails.
In Ceres, when someone dies, it's customary to fill their coffin with soil from Ceres. That soil fetches a pretty high price for buyers in Neo-Sasori.
Soil, huh?
They call it the fertile soil of Ceres. I'm thinking of selling some to specialist dealers. Still, there's a specific amount that they need, and they won't buy it unless you bring it to them. But it's soil, real heavy stuff, not something just 1 or 2 people can carry. Since you need a lot of manpower to bring it all, you have to spend a lot, and since pay is split among more people, it doesn't really work out.
So what you're saying is, all I have to do is literally carry dirt around?
Exactly.
Oh, thank goodness. This is a simple, easy to understand job. Wait a minute. Just how far is Ceres? Even if it pays well, time is also a factor. I will refuse work that takes too long. Besides, why should you come with us to Neo-Sasori anyway? You just need to tell us where the facility is.
Of course, I consider that too, but you really shouldn't. It's not like Neo-Sasori at all. Surveillance around the place is really tight. They're going to catch and interrogate you, for sure. At worst, they might even confiscate your prospector passes. If that happens, then we might as well give up. There's no way any of us could get into Neo-Sasori anymore.
Rhegan, we should get Sol to lead us there. I'll take care of the money. We can't afford to make any careless slip-ups here. We should stay with him. He knows some people in that facility and way more about the country than either of us. Very well. I'll leave the matter of financing to you as well. Yes. You look rather surprised. Well, you know, I didn't expect you to just go along with what I said. Take it as a sign of my respect for your actions earlier. You know, when you caught a crossbow bolt in mid-air right before it hit my head. Actions? Catching the bolt, you mean? That I do. Told you before, I'm expecting great things from you now. I won't repeat myself. Yes. Now then, Sol, explain to me exactly what this work entails. I want to have a clear idea.
There's a place about 2 hours from here that stores fertile soil. We just have to carry that over to the plaza in Port Sasori.
Huh? That's it? It sounds awfully easy. It's so close by, too. I wonder why they paid so much for it.
Basically, it's the terrain that's a problem. You can take a carriage from Ceres up to the storage facility, but there's a valley right after that, so you need to carry the stuff to near Sasori back on foot. There's a detour around it too, but that takes more than a week to pass. The place we're going to is an emergency storehouse.
Emergency?
In Neo Sasori, when someone suddenly needs soil, they put in a request and pay 3-4 people a whole lot of money to bring some in. If you could do that job with just one person,
then we'd be making several times what just one person could make?
That's only if you could do that job. Say, you're really, really sure you can do this. You know, we're going down a route even horses can't take. If you need to rest, then we won't be able to make it back home within the day.
I'm totally A-okay. I'm actually more worried about you, Sol.
You sure are confident. Of course I'm fine. I've been asked by the traders to get soil often, so I've been there. I'll lead the way.
Okay then, let's all go. You know what they say, strike while the iron is hot.
Huh? What nonsense are you mouthing on now? I'm not going.
Eh?
What point is there is my accompanying you?
Oh, well, I suppose...
With this job in your hands, don't disappoint me.
Well, I guess that's fine too. Your problem if she got hurt.
Takes 2 hours one way, you'll be carrying soil coming back, so let's say 3 hours. 5 hours back and forth. The sun definitely has set by then, huh? Oh, that was my bad. If we don't take any breaks and go as fast as possible, we should be able to finish in about half the time. Though, the footing is pretty bad. Rushing would be pretty dangerous.
Oh, that's not a problem for me.
Hey, Sevitz, carry Sol on the way out. That'll make the journey even faster. Eh?
Yes, I was just thinking the same exact thing.
Hey, wait.
Still, it'll be evening by the time you arrive in the city. Will that trade of yours still be open?
They'll buy soil anytime, 24 hours a day, so that's not a problem. But carrying me?
Alright, we'll be back. So, let's get going. Please get on my back.
Wait a minute here. What are you gonna do?
Me? I'll be waiting right here.
Eh?
Relax. As long as you and Zavitz come back here on time, then nothing untoward will happen to your little sister. Don't worry about me, Sol. Yes, during the mind dive earlier, I took the liberty of ascertaining that you weren't lying and have no malignant intentions. Now get going. Time is of the essence. Whew, that's taken care of. Looks like I'm free for now. Oh, do pardon the intrusion. Well, late for that, don't you think? Oh, don't be so tense. As long as you don't try anything funny, I won't do anything to harm you. Just who are you two? Travelers. You're a crafter, aren't you? Formerly, as ages and ages ago. Ages? You look a little too young to be using that term. Don't be fooled by my appearance. Didn't you say the same thing about me earlier? Eh? Yes, there's something I wanted to tell you. Mill, was it? Your actions from when we first met are commendable. They carried a fantastic decisiveness. Only those with true resolve can have acted the way you did. Might have ended in you dying, you know. That was my folly for approaching you, thinking you were nothing but a child. I certainly would have died if it hadn't been for Zevitz. Truly spectacular, that girl. You're pretty weird. Fine by me. That's what kept me alive in this world for many generations. Definitely weird, alright. Your body's rather weak, but you're far livelier than your brother's soul is. Who are your parents? You seem to be sorely mistaken. Mistaken? Even if you and your friend trust me, I don't trust either of you in the slightest. If I could have, I'd kick you out as soon as humanly possible. A fair answer. But know this, right now, gaining your trust has absolutely no merit whatsoever. Let me remind you that as long as you don't try anything funny, no harm will come to you. Whether our wait for Zevitz and Sol's return will be a pleasant one or not, lies in your hands, Mill. Here, this is tea. And just one spot the sun changed in attitude. I thought about it, and realized I'm only able to walk around like this because of your money. I should do at least this much. I see. So use our money to buy your medicine. But I refuse. This isn't poisoned or anything, you know. If you don't believe me, I'll take a sip of it first. Such a cliched trick from the book. Was there a doubt if I'd taken a sip right in front of you? It'd be far too easy to take an antidote beforehand and then drink it to lure me into a false sense of security. Tasting for poison only works if the taster is someone you can trust with your life. Just who are you, really? A princess from a faraway land. But I survived countless attempts on my life. Please, don't joke around. The way you talk and act, I might actually end up believing you. Do forgive me, that's just how I am. We're merely acquaintances right now. There's no point risking our lives just to become friends. That would be quite silly. I see. Well, I'll drink this instead then. What? That's a very complicated expression you're making. No, well...
I just want to say that this art with them in the center is actually pretty adorable. I like it.
Why aren't you that angry at Sol, even though he robbed you of all your money? Other people would, well, go wild with rage and try to attack, kill. Because it's but a trivial matter. What? Trivial? Money is a trivial matter? For those who live within a certain set of rules, accumulating money is what allows them to expand their means and impossibilities. We're travelers outside that cage of rules. Apart from special circumstances like these, there's something we have no need of. Treating it so lightly. Money is compensation for one's labor. And labor is something that man must contribute for the betterment of society. You could say it's what gives us the right to live. For you to call something like that trivial, that's an interesting philosophy, coming from someone who just benefited from stolen money. Did my indifference to money hit a nerve somewhere? We aren't able to make the kind of money adults can, but we still need a fair amount just to keep living. Money must be made, even if we have to break a few rules. Oh, we will live, no matter what the means. Not that you would understand, I'm sure. No, I do not. Neither do I intend to. An abundance of those who do not labor because there is no pay. Truly the symbol of a third world country. How exactly do you expect society to function without money? That's beyond me. I cannot possibly conceive of a society that cannot continue to function and exist without it. The differences in our systems of values cannot be resolved by a mere tea-time banter. Well, don't let it trouble you so much. I repeat, there is no merit in understanding you or gaining your trust. I want you to understand. How come? Because I want you to understand the situation Sol and I are in. What do you expect to come from such understanding? Consider you'll be dead sooner rather than later. Yes, you're right. Never mind then. I apologize for being so forceful. Was I too harsh? Huh? I lost sight for a moment there. With how vehemently you had argued with me, I ended up speaking to you as my equal. Speaking in such a dreadful manner with such a young child as yourself. If I said too much, did my words hurt you? No, not at all. I see. Rhegan, Mill, we're back. We're back. Cousin Kyle, we're back. Oh, faster the feet as expected. Hey, great. It's only been 2 hours. Something must have happened. They had to pull back, I'm sure. No, I'm sorry they've accomplished the task. Come on. No way, that's impossible.
Oh, poor Sol. Sol's like,
Sorry to keep you waiting. Oh, that's quite the haul. We could have brought even more, but part of the container broke. Though we were able to get back faster thanks to that, at least. Sol, are you okay?
She's not human.
Huh? Alright, time to sell off all this soil. You're certain this trade of yours will buy all of this.
It should be fine, I think.
So could you grab another container like I asked you earlier? This container's pretty done for, so I'll need a new one soonish.
Sure, just give me a minute.
We can't even fit half of it. It won't all fit, huh?
It's alright, this much is more than enough to get a day pass.
Never seen as much as Sarah's fertile soil in my entire life. So feel free to sell off the rest of the soil here later.
Eh?
Just a little present from us.
Are you sure?
No way. Someone's feeling generous. Hope you haven't forgotten they were the ones who stole our money in the first place. Oh, it's fine. He'll lead us there anyway. I'm sure this is destiny at work. Besides, what we really need isn't money, it's getting Rhetona back.
Very well, we can make money again. Given time, anyway.
Come on, let's go, Sol.
Yeah. Anyway, Mill, I'll be out all night. Are you set for dinner?
No problem, we still got a lot of fish left over. Ah.
That's right, Sol was out that time. I guess Mill had to take care of her own meals, too. Make sure you bundle up when you sleep.
Don't worry, I said. You have to worry about yourself instead, Sol. You're going to have it rougher than I will from here.
Yeah. The way Sol enters Mill looks like he's only answering out of reflex. In one ear, out the other. Is Sol really listening? How many times did you need to say that? He said like 3 times, whatever.
Rough.
The mortician gladly bought up all the soil. It's as if we got back all the money Sol stole from us.
They really do buy soil. I should brush up on the market as well. All sorts of things from now on. Also doesn't look like either Sally or Rhetona really understand the concept of money. Let's return to the inn.
Yeah.
So you can just come back to us early tomorrow morning. I'm sure you're worried to death about Mill.
Okay. What's there to worry about? He looks as far more resilient, far more tenacious than you think.
That's not exactly the problem, Rhegan. Is there any reason why he shouldn't go back home?
None. As long as he comes back for us, then what he does is none of my concern. Uh-huh. Early morning tomorrow. You'll get no mercy from me if you're late. Yeah, I thought you were going to do this at night. Whatever.
It is just one ear out the other. Is he alright? Rhegan's right. Rather than worry about Mill, we should be focusing on Sol. Oh, I'll walk Sol up to the entrance pier.
Whatever. I'm going to bed. Do whatever you want.
Uh-oh, I guess I made her mad. Okay then, shall we go, Sol?
Huh? To where?
To the entrance pier, that's where I'll walk you there.
Yeah.
Here you go, Sol.
Huh? What's it?
Your pay for day's work. Thanks for everything.
But I didn't do anything worth getting paid for.
Of course you did. Without you, we wouldn't even know where to begin looking for Rhetona.
We don't even know if she's in that facility or not. We aren't even sure whether that man said was true or not.
Oh, don't say that now. Please, go buy something nice and warm for Mill.
Okay.
Looks like he isn't even listening to me anymore. Well, see you tomorrow.